Listen, if I told you the difference between a £39 skincare ad that flopped and one that's doing £50,000 per month isn't the product, would you believe me? But listen, I'm 17 and I built brands to high six figures per month. Yes, that's over £100,000 per month. In some cases, over £300,000 per month with Ecom at 17. I've also built a website for Stephen Bartlett and watched his main product sell out over 20,000 units in under 7 days. So trust me, I understand the premise of a good offer. And listen, today I'm giving you the entire framework for completely free. There's no sign up to this to get the rest of it. It's all here completely free. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the difference between selling a product and selling an identity.
What I want you guys to first realize is there's a very big difference between selling a product and selling an identity. And basically, when we're trying to make a good offer, we're basically trying to sell the identity instead of just selling the product. And the reason for that is because ultimately the friction to purchase is going to be a lot lower. There's something called the ladder of consciousness, and basically the lower we get down on that ladder of consciousness, the friction for someone to buy is going to be a lot lower. So if we can make our product seem like more of a solution to remove guilt, shame, insecurity, anything like that, it's going to be a lot easier to get the purchase rather than just selling a product and calling it skincare ampule. So I'll get onto it in a little bit, but basically one of the key concepts is instead of using a title called like skincare ampule, you'd call it like the real reason why Korean women don't use Botox. So anyway, let's get straight into it. The product is not the offer, right? The product is the physical or digital thing they receive, the table stakes everyone has wrong. The offer is the product plus positioning, plus bonuses, plus price framing, plus guarantee, plus urgency. And this is why it wins. And then the perception is the customer doesn't evaluate your product, they evaluate the complete package in front of them. So if we can make the package look as good as possible, think about like when you buy a car, okay? You're not just buying the car, you're buying the feeling of buying a car. You're getting a free coffee when you go there. You're getting a free handbook. You're getting free merchandise. Like there is so much they do in terms of positioning and offering that makes it a lot easier for them to sell you a car. They're not just selling you the car, they're selling you the feeling of buying a car, right? So this is a weak offer versus a strong offer. So a weak offer would be £39 for skin serum. It's just the product, it's nothing more. There's no reason to justify the price. There's no reason to buy it now versus later. There's no safety net if it doesn't work. There's no bonuses, so there's no extra perceived value. So the customer thinks, is it worth it? Let me think about it, and then they never come back. You need your purchase to be like an impulse buy. They need to purchase instantly because the longer they think about it, the less chance they're actually going to purchase. So then a strong offer would be £89 down to £39. The complete skin transformation kit. So as I said, they're selling the identity instead of just the product. They're selling the skin transformation and not just the actual skin serum. So it's a premium serum. That's the hero product. It comes with a free applicator tool worth £19, free track skipping, 19-day results guarantee, and only 47 units left at this price. So the customer thinks this is a no-brainer. I'd be an idiot not to, because you've justified your price point so insanely well. I want you guys to realize, first of all, we've knocked off £50. We've added in a free applicator tool. We've added in free shipping. We've added in a results guarantee where they can send it back if they don't see noticeable results. And there's only 47 units left at this price. None of this has to be real. You might have free track shipping for everyone, but you need to communicate that on your product page. Make them feel like only this product and only this brand. It's kind of like a unique mechanism, right? You're selling the mechanism of having free shipping, and it makes them feel special. It makes them feel like they're getting the best deal when purchasing from you. Then also the only 47 units at this price. This is obviously probably not going to be real, but it's going to really boost conversions because of the scarcity aspect. And this is the 6-layer offer stack. So these are 6 things you can add to your offer to improve it. This is going to improve average order value and conversion rate. So first of all, core product positioning. It's not just what it is, it's what transformation it delivers. So position it around the outcome and not the product itself. Bonuses and free gifts, higher perceived value, very little extra cost. It makes the offer feel like a steal. If you're buying a product for £40, but it comes with a main product and it also comes with a free applicator tool that's worth £20, you're like, oh, well, the product's only £20 then because I'm getting this for free. So it makes it a no-brainer, right? Price anchoring. The brain always likes to compare. Control what it compares your price against. You don't want them to be thinking, oh, I wonder how much I could get this on Amazon. You want them to think, oh, wow, it's already 50% off. There's no need to look elsewhere. Average order boosters, bundles, order bumps, post-purchase upsells, more revenue per customer acquired. Risk reversal / guarantee. If your guarantee doesn't make you think, fuck, I could be refunding a lot of people here, this is really making me think, oh, I don't know if I should put this, then it's a good one. But if it doesn't, then it's probably not going to help the customer convert at all, and you're actually just becoming a liability for no reason. So it removes the fear from the buying decision. The bolder the guarantee, the higher the conversion, right? Urgency and scarcity, it gives them a real reason to act now. Listen, when you're running Facebook ads, your store is so irrelevant to a person. Like if you're Amazon or if you're a massive UK skincare brand, that's less relevant. You can run an ad and then a customer purchases in 3 days because they remember your name. But when you're dropshipping, you need them to purchase on the first visit. So this scarcity is basically going to help them do that. So layer 1, this is your core product positioning. Feature led is wrong. You don't want to be calling it hyaluronic acid serum 30 milliliters. The rule is you want to name your offer after the dream outcome, like I said earlier. So what it should be is the complete skin clarity system. So the formula is the outcome plus the mechanism plus the time frame or ease. For example, your title on your product page should be visible results in 14 days using our peptide lock formula. Basically, show them the transformation they're going to experience and show them the unique mechanism that's going to get them that. Because chances are, if you're in skincare, it's a very competitive and a very sophisticated market. So you need to use these technical terms and then also put a time frame on it. Because one thing, and it's an amazing principle of copywriting, is they need to be able to visualize it. If you don't put a time frame on it, if you don't show them the mechanism, they're not going to be able to visualize their transformation. If they can't visualize it, they don't believe it. And if they don't believe it, they're not going to purchase. Bonuses and free gifts. This basically justifies the price that you're selling it at. So we've got complimentary tool or accessories, second product or complimentary SKU, guide, video series or checklist. The golden rule is everything must solve a related problem, okay? If it's a serum, a problem they might have is an applicator tool. They don't want to be using their hands because their hands might be dirty, right? So you've got an applicator tool to basically simplify and solve that problem. When they're buying your product, you want them to basically experience no other problems, because if they're buying your product and while they're buying it, they're like, but buying this product is going to give me XYZ problem. You already want a product in their cart or on the product page that's like, we've already solved that problem for you. And it basically removes all of the friction, right? Price anchoring. So the original price would be £89. The sale price is £39. And then also somewhere you want a little comparison, like £1.30 per day, bundle savings, save £38 versus alternative, £120 per month at a clinic. The key principle is never show a price on your website without an anchor. A standalone price has no context, but an anchored price is always a good deal, right? Layer 4, average order value boosters. This is basically going to help your ads become more profitable. We all know how expensive ads have become, so boosting our average order value is basically a free way to make our ads more profitable without acquiring a new customer, right? Instead of getting 2 sales for 39, you could just get 1 sale for 80, which means you only have to pay for the ads for 1 customer, right? So the bundle, it might be 3 for the price of 2.5. It might be an order bump, a £9 add-on in their cart. It might be a post-purchase upsell. This one I definitely recommend you installing. The thing about a post-purchase upsell is they've already entered their card details. They've already entered their address. They already know, like you already know they are a customer. You already know they're a target customer, right? So just showing them an extra deal once they've already completed all of the friction, once they've already paid just for an extra £9, no one's going to say no to that. It's like 50% of people end up just checking yes, as long as it's a cheap and valuable offer. Subscribe and save at 20% off. Monthly replenishment, it turns into a $19.39 into a £31 per month recurring thing. Obviously, on the second time it recurs, you're not paying for the cost of ads, so actually your business is just going to become more and more and more profitable. One thing I've seen a lot of people do recently is running their meta ads unprofitably, because they know that after a month, once all of the subscriptions roll in, they're going to be extremely profitable, right? Potential average order value. You want to be aiming for at least £100 average order value from the 39 based product. If your average order value can be around £100, it's pretty hard to make ads that aren't going to work for that. You can literally cope with £40 cost of acquiring a customer and you'd still be very profitable. Risk reversals and guarantees. So the different guarantees we've got: 30-day guarantee. This one's quite basic. A lot of people use it, so really I wouldn't recommend using this one anymore. 60-day guarantee, conversion rate lift. 90-day no questions guarantee, and then the keep it guarantee. What I want you guys to realize is with dropshipping, people aren't even going to remember the name of your store. So realistically, if they don't like your product, they're not going to send it back anyway. Recently, I did a challenge where I scaled a store from £0 to £10,000 per month, and I had a guarantee exactly like this. Some people were unhappy with their product and they left bad reviews, right? But one thing that never happened was no one asked for a return. No one asked to claim them a guarantee, because people forget these things very easily. So don't worry about using a guarantee like this. All it's going to do is boost your conversion rate great, boost your average order value, but it's not really going to cost you anything in returns. Urgency and scarcity. So the 4 things we have here is a limited stock warning. So stock warning, 47 units remaining, a countdown timer, launch price expires in 23 hours, first time buyer discount, welcome offer, 30% off your first order, batch/scarce seasonal scarcity, March batch, 200 units only. There are the 4 different things you can do. This one's especially good around Christmas, right? People want to get their orders in before Christmas already. So if you add that scarcity of like, if you don't purchase right now, we might sell out and we won't restock until after Christmas. That's like the perfect angle of scarcity you can have. So to summarize the complete offer formula, we've got a transformation/precision core product. We've got high perceived value bonuses. We've got anchored pricing. We've got bundle, order bump, and post-purchase upsell. We've got a bold named guarantee, and we've got real urgency or scarcity trigger. An offer that feels like a no-brainer is going to literally triple your conversion rate. So that's going to make your ads so much more profitable. Your offer is a hypothesis, not a fact, right? People set their offer once and then they keep changing their ads every single week and they wonder why their performance varies. You need to be testing your offer and changing it around just like you would with your ads. Does this free gift work better? Does it work better if I take this free gift out? You need to be testing every single week with an app that lets you track the metric. And once you've done that, you can basically learn to match the best offer with the best ad creatives. And then boom, you've got the most optimal ad system out there. Ads get the click right, the offer on your website gets the sale. We're going to be talking about the website on another video, but positioning it around transformation, stack high value bonuses, always anchor your price, maximize your average order value post-purchase, bold guarantee that's named, and real urgency only. That's about all you need to know for crafting the perfect offer. Obviously, if you want support with making the perfect offer, you can try and make it yourself. Send it in the forum, and me, one of my students, or someone else in the community will review it for you for completely free. Apart from that, I'll see you in the next one.
Well, that was the exact offer stack I use across every single brand in my and my business's portfolio. But now if you're thinking, okay, Oscar, but how can I actually source a product like this? Don't worry, I also have the perfect thing for you. I use ZenDrop when it comes to sourcing. It's the perfect mix of fast shipping times from China, but also a great marketplace layout like Alibaba and AliExpress, so you can source quickly and ship quickly too. It also plugs straight into your Shopify store, so you're never stuck guessing how you're actually going to get these orders fulfilled. Inside the description, you will see one main link, and that is the link to my free Skool community. It's one of the biggest in the entirety of e-commerce, definitely the biggest in the UK. It's got my entire free course in there, discounts on all the softwares you can imagine, and connections to some of the biggest guys in the space. If you're looking to get into e-com and you're on a budget, I would definitely recommend getting inside there. There's also so many advanced modules and advanced softwares you can unlock just by being active, signing up to a few softwares, and honestly, it's just an amazing place to be, building with everyone. Inside, I break down literally everything that's working for me right now. How I traveled to China at 17, Sardinia, bought a £30,000 first car, literally everything. If you are looking to start your own store on Shopify, the link is also inside my free Skool community where you can get a plan from £1 per month. Apart from that, I really do appreciate you guys watching. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below what video you want to see next. I'm making a promise to myself to make sure I'm posting every single week, so I will see you exactly in a week's time. Thank you for watching. Peace.